Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the end of the year book tag, and I don't know how many times I've done this tag. Also, Rudolph is just displaying. So, yes, there are 6 questions, and this tag has been all around BookTube for the past month or two, and of course I'm late to the party because I like to procrastinate. But I'm not going to procrastinate in this video because y'all will leave. And so, number 1, are there any books that you started this year that you need to finish? And, hair in my mouth. I am in the middle of 2 books right now that I would like to finish by my birthday, which is December 21st. If I can finish them, like, by Saturday, that'll be great. But the first one is Voyage of the Frost Heart by Jamie Littler. I'm reading this out loud to my kids. I want to at least get in one more Christmas book to read out loud to them before the end of the year. And so far, loving this. It's so great. And then it's not a Christmas book. It's more wintry, and that's getting us in the winter mood. Even though I despise winter, I do not like the cold. I am a summer child, and I hate that my birthday is in the winter. And then the one that I am currently reading right now, it is The Golem and the Genie by Helen Wecker. I had no idea how slow this was going to be. It is very dense, and every character the Golem and the Genie meet along the way, the author creates their story and lives for these characters, and I'm really enjoying it. And I am on page 120, and this is almost a 500-page book. And I love the Golem right off the back. And then the second chapter was all about the genie, and I hate it. I did not like the genie whatsoever. But he's growing on me. I didn't like how he just had relations with a wealthy New York girl who's looking for a husband. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him in the ass, but most likely it will. Number 2, do you have an autumnal book to transition you to the end of the year? I don't read many autumnal books like, oh, it's September. Pick a fall cozy mystery book or fallish contemporary book to get you into the spirit. No, I like to read like creepy books. October is when it's really fall time here in South Carolina. It's when the leaves start falling, when the temperature starts finally dropping. But I have not read this. This is like an anthology of short stories. Short stories are great for transitioning into autumn. But there is a book that I do read certain sections, like when the fall comes, and that is The House by Christina Lauren. I think this is such an underrated book. Everybody talks about Christina Lauren, but they never talk about this book because it's horror. And so this is about a boy who lives alone in this house, and the house takes care of him. The house is a living being. And one day this new girl comes back to town. She moved away when she was little. And her and the boy hit it off, and the house is immediately offensive and protecting the boy and trying to do anything and everything it can to harm this girl and get the girl away from this boy. Because if the girl takes the boy away from the house has no real reason to keep doing what it's doing. And so, yes, it's really good. Love it. Number 3, is there any new releases that you're still waiting on this year? And there's 2 releases coming out on December 28th that I'm really anticipating, that I want to get my hands on right now. And that is 20 Years by Charlie Dunlea and Cry Wolf by Hans Rosenfeld. Number 4, what 3 books do you want to read by the end of the year? It is December, what's today? 15th? 16th? 16th. And like I said, I'm only 120 pages in to The Golem and the Genie, but I also want to read, before the end of the year, Fire and Blood by George R. R. Martin. Oh, UPS is here. UPS just left. Got some book mail, so I'll open that after I finish number 4. But yes, I want to read Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin in anticipation of House of Dragon coming to HBO Max next month, I think, or sometime in February. I don't have HBO Max. I want a subscription for Christmas. So, Mom, if you're watching, please. Christmas. Okay, because I really want to watch everything. Okay, but yes, this is about the Targaryens, and I just started season 2 today. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, I'm that far behind. But I have read all of the Game of Thrones or Song of Ice and Fire books. I am one of the people impatiently waiting for book 6, The Winds of Winter. So, yes. But I'm ready to read this. And I think this was going to be like a very quick read because it also has illustrations throughout of the Targaryens and maybe some other people. I can never go to a picture when I want to. But look at that. Ooh, creepy. Okay. So, yes. Hopefully I can start that before Christmas. Another one that I want to get to is Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. I'm doing a 52 book reading challenge this year, and this is one of the books that I wrote down for one of the prompts because it was a Kristen Hanna prompt, and I got this one. It's World War II, and it's set in Russia, so I think this will be another book that will completely destroy me. And then I also want to get into and finish the Grisha trilogy, Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I was supposed to read this last month for the letter R in November in my Spell the Books challenge. Never got to it. And then I will fly through this because I want to know what happens to the Darkling. Book Darkling is not my favorite. Show Darkling. Ben Barnes. He... Chef's kiss. Perfect. Fight me on it. Book mail time. So, this is from Renata Kotoski of Disney. So, let's open it up. So, let's see what it is. Ooh, this is really tiny. So, this is the sequel to Dragon Pearl, Tiger Honor by Yoonha Lee. And this is really tiny. I was not expecting it to be this tiny. I just bought the first book, and I'm doing a blog tour spot for this next month. So I will be getting to Dragon Pearl next month. Or maybe in the next 2 weeks. I have no clue. So, question number 5. Is there a book that you think could shake you or shock you and become your favorite? So, I think Winter Garden could be a new favorite because The Nightingale, I loved it so much, and it was one of my favorite books of the year when I read it. I think last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. Or Ruin and Rising. I absolutely loved the second book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. The first book I gave a 4 because I read it before the show started and I didn't know the character or the actors that well. And when I read the second book, I could put faces to characters, and it made it so much more enjoyable. And so I have a feeling that this could also be a 5-star. And All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This is another book that I'm hoping to get to in the next 2 weeks. I understand that just these big books are a lot. And I also have some graphic novels that I want to read before the end of the year. Well, Lock and Key. The last 3 volumes of that. V for Vendetta. My TBR is like... it's unrealistic at this point. So, I'm hoping to get to this as well. I understand that this is also World War II, I think. Yep, Nazis. So, should I read 2 World War II books back to back? Probably not. But I really want to read Winter Garden and this one. But maybe I'll take notes and be smart about it. Okay, and then number 6, last question. Have you made reading plans for 2022? I am like doing 3 to 4 reading challenges. I'm doing another 52 books around the year challenge, a 52 books reading challenge from the 52 book club. I'm doing the buzzword-a-thon. I'm going to be doing my TBR for that sometime in the coming weeks, or probably the first week of, or the last day of December on New Year's Eve. I need to figure out my filming schedule. I want to participate in more readathons. I had so much fun participating in the Magical Hopathon that Rachel Karras hosted back in October, and she's doing another one in April for the 50th, or no, not the 50th, the 30th of the Disneyland Paris one, I think. And it's like the Magical Hopathon, like Easter. It's great. And I also want to start my Marvel secret project. I want to read books featured around Marvel characters, or like inspired by Marvel, like inspired by Iron Man, Captain America, Captain Marvel. Yeah, because Marvel is just, it's like controlling our lives. Like, we are obsessed with WandaVision and the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Loki, we're ready for season 2. We're currently watching What If, and zombies had to be my favorite one, along with T'Challa being Star-Lord. Let's see, Hawkeye, the new episode this week. Oh my god. Yelena, I cannot. Oh, if Yelena gets her own show, I will be so fucking thrilled because I love her. She's. Oh, I hope the MCU does more to buff up her story because she is like a funny ass character. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So that was the end of my end of the year book tag. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh no.